Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm a field application scientist at Advanced Instruments. Today, I'm going to show you how to run a sample on the OsmoTECH PRO multi-sample micro osmometer. I'm going to run our Clinitrol 290 reference solution. So I have my open ampule on the side right here. There are a couple different ways to run samples on the OsmoTECH PRO. So let's start with the first method of removing the turntable. So I can unscrew it right here. I'm going to remove my evaporation cover and set that aside for now. And now I can begin pipetting into the sample cups and placing them on the turntable. So I'm just going to grab 3 cups for now. And now I can pipette into each of those cups. So this pipette does come with the instrument. It is 30 microliters preset, so that'll be your sample volume each time. So when we pipette into these cups, we want to make sure that all of the sample is in the bottom in that tapered area and that there are no bubbles in that sample as well. So I'll load up my second cup here. And my third one. All right, so our samples are ready to go. Before I place the turntable back onto the instrument, I'm going to place a wiper ring on the turntable. So we can see these have a little tab which lines up with a divot on the turntable. Now I can place my evaporation cover back on. And it looks like there we go. Okay, and now I can screw the turntable back onto the instrument. Okay, so to start testing, I'm going to press this little circular green arrow button right here on the screen. So since I have user ID required, I'm going to log in with my user ID. And now we see the turntable start to spin. So what's happening is the instrument is scanning each position on that turntable to see where the cups are. So you can see on the turntable diagram on this front screen, I have loaded samples into positions 1, 2, and 3. So we'll give it a couple moments to scan the rest of the turntable. Okay, and now it's asking for my sample ID for tube 1. Since I am running the Clinitrol 290, I can scan the barcode that's on the back of this box. So that's for tube 1, for tube 2, and tube 3. All right, so now we have our sample IDs in the menu here. So I can press this green play button to start testing. So it's rotated this first sample cup into the probe position. We can see on the screen here, the sample that's being tested appears in yellow, and our status bar says we're testing. So now we're going to see this test progress bar start to load. All right, so we hear the solenoid knock, which is causing the sample to freeze. And there we go. So our first sample was a 291. So now what the instrument is doing is removing the probe from the sample cup, piercing through that wiper ring to clean itself off, and then going on to the next sample. So I can load up to 20 samples at a time on this turntable. And once they're all set up and ready to go, the instrument can run the samples all on its own and automatically clean itself in between. So that provides me with the opportunity to walk away and do anything else I need to do in the lab. All right, so our third sample has finished testing. We can now see all 3 results on the side here next to their sample IDs. So the second method of adding samples to the turntable would be without removing the turntable from the instrument. So to begin, I'll start by pressing the circular green arrow button. And again, I'll have to log in with my user ID. Okay, so now the instrument's going to scan the turntable to see if I have placed any cups onto the turntable yet. So we'll give it a couple moments to take a look. All right, and it recognized that I have not placed any samples on there yet, so it's rotated to put position 1 available to me. So now I can pipette my sample into a cup and place it in that position. So I'll get my cup ready here. And same method, we'll just draw the sample and make sure it's all in the bottom of that sample cup. All right, so I can place that right onto the turntable. Since it's already asking me to scan the sample ID, I can just do that with my box here. And we're good to go. So I can continue adding samples to the turntable this way, all the way up to 20 samples. Thank you for watching, and please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or would like to see more of the OsmoTECH PRO.